Hey, this is Melvin the Media Man. In this video today, we're going to actually demonstrate how to put a blog post up, but more than that, we're going to get into optimizing images through compressing, resizing, compressing, and also removing all the metadata from images so we can fully optimize them for internet use. So without further ado, let's proceed. Okay, we're here in our post right here. We're going to add a new post. Okay, and let's come down here. And I am going to use this title right here. And let's come back up here and let's hit paste that right there. And we're going to hit publish and publish again. Okay, so we have it right here. We have our title for our blog post. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. We want to make sure this is all good to go right here. Okay, let's go over here and view post. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our builder right up here. Okay. And the first thing we're going to do before we get started, we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our image up here. So actually, I'm going to go back to the back end here. So we're going to come over here. We're going to set our featured image, and right now we don't have a featured image. Okay, so let's come down here to our website here, and let's come up to our blog articles. Show you a little handy dandy tool right here. Okay, and we see we have the title right here. So let's just go here and click on this particular blog. Okay, so let's just go ahead and figure out, for the sake, I know the size, but let's just show you a little tool right here. We're going to come in here and we're going to measure this and just kind of spot it and drag it down and just kind of eyeball it right here. So it says 298 and 798. So probably a good guess would be an even 300 by 800 wide, 300 high by 800 wide, and that's what it is. So anyway, let's get out of that. So let's come down here to our images here, and this is the image right here, and as you can see, it's 239 megabytes, and it is 3600 by 2400 pixels wide and tall. Or high rather. This is much too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, come down here, and we're going to open this up into Photoshop Elements 15. Great little program. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to come in here and we're going to crop. Just go ahead and crop this. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the space off this image right here. Let's go ahead and get a little bit like that right there. Okay, and hit crop that. Now what we want to do is we want to come down and we're going to make this 800 wide by 300 tall. And let's check that right there. As far as this resolution, let's go down to 72. Okay, we're still at 800 by 300. So let's just drag this down to where we want it. And let's see, I don't know if we want all that head in there. So let's just how about that? Okay, we're going to view this in actual pixels. There we go. So what I want to do is I want to put the title of this blog right in here. So let's come down back down to our thing right here, and let's go ahead and copy this, Control C, come back up here to our program right here, and I think we're gonna put this in black. So let's go ahead and drag this down to black here, and we know this is all black with all the zeros. And let's see, text here. Let's go ahead and add, I want to make this in a real heavy duty. Let's go down here to Franklin. Heavy. Okay. And we're going to center it in like so. Alright. And let's hit that right there. Paste it. Control B. So let's go up here and let's drag this. Just kind of drag this over a little bit here, like so, and kind of eyeball it. Let's bring it down here a little bit here. Of course, you can take this center right here and pull it over 400 too. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit that right there. Now, let's go ahead and take this right here, come over to our styles, and just bear with me right here. We're going to hit a low shadow, but that's fine. Now let's come back to layers. What I'm going to do is double click this little icon right here, and we're going to get rid of that shadow right off the bat. But what we are going to do is come down here and add strokes, and we're going to do outside. We'll double click that right there, and let's add white. Alright, and all F's at white. That's great. So as you can see, it put a little bit of white around this, but I want to go a little bit wider on this right here. Wrong one. How's that right there? Looks really nice, and I'm going to make this at 100% opacity. As you can see, you can play with that right there, but I want it at 100% because I want people to really see what we're about right here. So we're going to hit OK. There we go. And this will probably appear in some search engines. So what I want to do is go ahead and I want to have my website put in here. So let's come up here and let's grab a color. Let's see here. I like this. I like this orange here. Let's try for something a little darker. There we go. And let's come back up. Let's try. Oklahoma. That's actually, and we're going to put in my website, which is .com. Okay, and I'm going to pull this over here. Let's make this a little bit larger. I'm going to kind of just pull it down right here, like so. I'm going to maximize it like that. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just take this .com right here, and let's come add a little pizzazz to it. Let's just pick up that nice pretty blue right there. There we go. All right, got that centered in real nice there. Now what we'll do is let's go ahead and save this. So we're going to save this for web. So we're going to get up here, save for web. Looks good. I'm going to save it as high. Of course, you can save it a lot higher, very high and maximum, but we're just going to save it as high. And we're going to come up here at quality. I'm going to leave the quality at 60. Okay. We're going to optimize it right here. Of course, we want it at 800 by 300. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. And we're going to save it in this directory, which is where we got all of our blog information. So anyway, And let's go ahead and get rid of that right there, and let's type in, let's see, blog. So optimizing, so we have the word blog, optimizing images, and we have them separated by hyphen, so Google reads it as two words, and then my name right here, or the name of your blog or post or web page. So hit save, and let's come up here and look at this. So let's pull it in right here. So here it is. As you can see, it looks really nice and clear and crisp. So let's go ahead and go into an online optimizer here. So let's go back into Google right here and come over here to this little program right here, and I'll have it listed in the blog, but it's ImageOptim. Very simple, very easy to use. So we're going to put this at a the format here is a JPEG. Okay, and then we're going to choose the file. Okay, I already have it in the right directory or folder here. So we're going to click this right here. We're going to hit open, and as soon as it gets done, it's going to download it automatically. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's show this in the folder. Here it is right here. So we want to go in and rename this file right here, so it won't be the same name. So we're just going to put a how about a 1A. All right, like that. Okay, let's copy and paste. Okay, so here is the one that we saved in Photoshop Elements, and it is 76.8 kilobytes, and this is the one we saved and ran through our little program, and it's 51.3. so we can see it cut about 20 kilobytes off. Let's look at the image right here. It is very sharp, so that's very nice. So let's come down here, and we're going to set this, and we're going to upload an image. Select file, and we're going to use the 1A, of course. Hit open. Okay, and we're going to use, actually I'm going to come up here and use this right here. Now let's come back down, and under alt text, let's put that in there, and we're going to put by Melvin Barnett, like so. Hit select. Okay, there it is. We want to update. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and hit save right here. Now let's go into, let's go in here and go back here to my site, go to blogs and articles, and we should have something up right here. Let's take a look and see what we got. So here's our image. Looks really nice, and it's clean, very crisp. Comes in really nice here. So now all we got to do is add the content of our blog. Okay, so this really looks sharp right here. Optimizing images for websites. Resize, compress, and remove metadata. Okay, and there the image has the website. So when this shows up in a search engine under some query, the image shows up, at least people know where to go. Also, usually you can click on the image, it'll take you to where it came from, but just in case, you want to constantly be looking at your SEO, your search engine optimization, and also your branding. Very, very, very important. All right, so we're fixing to put the content on our blog. Alright, so here we are right here. So we're going to view the post. Okay, great. And now we're going to turn on our builder. And we're going to go into the front end of our Themify theme. Alright, so let's add some text right here. Okay, so let's come back up here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to come down here, we're going to come down to about right here, like so. And we're going to come in here, we're going to kind of paste this in some stages, like that right there. Now, I am going to delete these URLs. Like so. Hit done. Go ahead and hit save. Come back here. Now I want to put this in. So we're going to put this in right here under it says eMarketer reports. So let's come back up here. Double click. And I am going to highlight this area right here. I'm going to put our URL in. I'm going to click the gear here and I'm going to tell it to open it in a separate link. So as you can see right here, it is now hyperlinked. Okay, and then under tweets here, let's come back down here where it talks about Twitter. And I am going to click that right there. Okay, and we're going to take this hyperlink and we're going to bring it in here, open this back up, then we're going to come in here and put where buffer reported, and we're going to highlight this area right here, and we're going to come up here and we're going to hyperlink it as well, like so. We're going to hit the gear and we're going to tell it to open in a new tab and click OK or update. Hit done, and then hit save. Alright, let's come down here to our Firefox and let's just take a look at what we've done so far. Okay, so far we have our eMarketer hyperlinked here, we have our buffer reported. So if we click on this right here, as you can see, we go to this blog here, separate window. And here we go to a blog there. So we've kind of cited our information here and we've got it where it opens up into a separate window, as you can see. Okay? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit right here. Since we have our some stats about Facebook and Twitter right here, we're going to add an image right here. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and drop a text. We'll drop a text right here, and of course that text will remain right there. I'm going to hit done, and I want to put an image right here in between. So using the Themify Ultra theme, we're going to come up here and hit image, and we're going to drop an image right there, like so. And then we're going to browse our library for the image, and it's not here, so we're going to upload an image. And what we're going to do is upload this image right here. And by the way, just for the record's sake, you can let's go ahead and upload this right here, and we're going to hit blog. Melvin Barnett. Hit insert, and I'm going to center that in right there and hit done. Okay, now where I got this image right here, let's look at this. If you go to social media right here, I'm logged in under my account, but this is Pixabay. All the images on Pixabay are free to use, free of charge, and there are thousands and thousands of great images. You have to look around though, but they're in here. You got photos, illustration, vector graphics, videos, and more. But let's just look here. Under social media, a lot of images. Of course, you get down here, you hit the next page. By the way, all these pictures across the top right here, sponsored by Shutterstock, so if you hit them, you have to buy an image. As you can see, just hundreds we've already passed, and just really great images that you can go in and crop and freely use. All right, let's come back here. So anyway, what we've done is we've added an image right here, because you can see right here from this stat right here, Facebook post, that brands that included images earned 87% of all engagements, and then tweets here, 18% more clicks, 89% more favorites, and 150% more retweets. So these are good stats right here. So why not include a little bit more imaging in your blog? Next thing we want to do is we want to open this up right here to put some more information in. So let's come down right here, and we're going to go down this far here. We're going to come back to our blog. There we go. And we're going to put this information in like that right there, and we're going to hit done. Okay, now we want to get rid of this space in here, and so go back and double click on our image right there, go down to styling and padding, and let's take care of this top right here by putting some and I'm going to put 20 at the bottom. As you see, that added some padding right here, so let's hit save, and let's pull up and take a look at this now. Alright, so now we got some space in there and space in there. It looks really good so far. Okay, so let's go ahead and put more information in. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to drop a text right here, and we're going to get the rest of the information. We'll come down here to resizing images, come back up here, highlight that there, hit our paste, Control V, and we want to use header 2. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Okay, let's go ahead and hit a text, bring a text in right here, come back down here, come back in here, and we're going to make this header 2, hit done, drag another text down like so, come back here, this needs to be so. Hit done. We can save that page there. There we go. Looks really good. But we want to take this right here, keep it consistent by going to header 3 and hit done. Of course, come back to the top, highlight Ping, and bring it down to header 3, like so. Done, and we're about done. We're going to bring that down to heading 3, and done, and we are almost done. And we did not bold that, so we're going to hit bold, like so. And we have one more thing to put in. Get rid of that space right there. In conclusion, we're going to go back up to heading 2. And header 3. And let's save it. Let's come in here and take a look at it. Alright, let's refresh. Okay, so here's our blog right here. As you scroll down, looking good, it's nice and neat. As you can see. By the way, this is that little program we used to optimizing that image after we resized it using the Photoshop elements. We ran it through that and dropped another 20 kilobytes. This is also a really good little program right here called Tinypng. It's real simple to use. In fact, here it is. You just drag your file in here and then you can download it. Very nice little program as well, although I find that this one right here takes a little bit more off. I really can't see the difference, but this is a really user-friendly. Just drag it in, it'll show an optimization going on. I tell you what to do. Let's just show you how it works. Let's just pull this out of the way right here. And let's see here. Let's just put this in right here. And it cut about 23% off of this image right here, and it's finished. So now you can save it to Dropbox, or you can download all. Okay, so we're going to just download it. And it's going to download in a zipped file, but you can break it out. Really neat little program. Let's come back up here. In this metadata, if you noticed right here, I was telling about, if you get a chance to read this, it talks about how much information. Right here it can hold as much as 16% more information, just including the metadata that's included, which is like make of your camera, model, and all this information about an image. You don't want that being transferred over into your website, and about 38% of your images on websites contain this information. And unless it's a photography website, so when you click a picture you can get this metadata, it's pretty much useless. So anyway, let's do this right here. I'm just going to click this right here, and let's take a look at this picture right here, doing some editing right here. So as you can see, it shows a camera, it shows a 50mm 1.4 lens, and all this information right here, and of course some metadata down here and keywords and things like that. So all this information, you know, you want it on Flickr, but you don't want it on an image that you're going to use on the website. So let's go back in here and let's take a look at this image right here. So if you take this image, which is a raw image, go down to properties and then hit under details, you'll see all this metadata right here. Canon image, showing the exposure, the focal length, all that information. That's not really needed. So anyway, I actually took and cut this out right here. There's a neat little app that comes on a Windows machine, little snippet program called Snipping Tool. This is really neat because you can actually take this tool right here and click, and then just go around your whatever you want to save, and then come up here to File and Save As. Now, I've already saved it right here. This is this image right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this down here under metadata, and I am going to basically drag an image, and I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and let's go ahead and hit Browse the Library. Let's upload this. Select File. Put that in there like that. Okay, and we're going to put this in the center of the image like so. Hit Save. Okay, we want to double click that under Styling. We want to go down here to Padding and put some padding around the top. I'm going to put 15 at the top and 20 at the bottom. Hit Done. Hit Save. And let's pull it up and take a look. Okay, so here's our blog post as it stands right now. Optimizing images for websites. And we got this image here, got a little social media image in here. It comes on down. Okay, and there's this information right here where people can see this, all this stuff about aperture and ISO speeds and all that good information. Okay, now one of the things you don't want to do in a blog is just keep adding images, adding images, adding images. That's not good either. And Google, when they rank and index and then rank blogs, they look for overuse of images. I know an image is worth a picture's worth 1,000 words, but just be really careful. So as you can see right here, this is a very simple post. It's clean, it's neat. Sure, we could go in and add more images and pictures and divide things up, but the information is all here. Plus, part of this video was to give examples of how to resize images, how to compress them, and take the metadata out. Now, notice when I ran this in Photoshop Elements, go down to Properties, under Details, if you'll notice, none of that information is there. This information that's on there now is just standard information, but you notice there's nothing about the camera. All that information has been taken off and cleaned. And as I said, that can add up to 16% more file size to your image. You do not want that. All right, so here we are back where we post everything and build our blog, and we are basically done with this blog right here. I think it looks really good, so we want to save this for the last time. Okay, like so. And also, the way I have this set up with the Themify theme using WordPress is if you go to my website right here again, okay, and then you come over to blogs, it automatically updates this blog and article page. So there it shows the most recent blog post right here and a little snippet of information. And when you click on it, you're back here again. Okay, Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. More than enjoyment, I hope you've gotten something out of it and you can reuse this information. Some really great information. So now we have a blog up, and probably the last thing I'm going to do is get down here somewhere, and I am going to, when I get through with this video, I'm going to actually embed the video in this blog, so you'll see it. If you go to this particular blog and pull it up, you'll see this video embedded. Be sure to like us, and not only like us, but go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. Get the word out. If you're building a website, we have a lot of great information right here under how to build a church website or business ministry website. Just a really good information right here. We have articles and posts and some blog information here. A lot of this great places to pick up your domain and your hosting. Anyway, visit us, take a look around. Till next time, God bless you.